In this tutorial, I'll show you how to add a rounded rectangle to a talking head video in CapCut for Windows and PC. Welcome to this video. My name is David and I hope you're well wherever you are around the world. Now, I'll show you two ways and they're pretty easy to follow. Please follow along. The first method, I'll begin by just dropping my video here. Take out the parts that I don't want, split here, and then let's say split right about there. And then delete, and we delete this part as well. Now, we have our footage right inside here. So the first method is to actually just mask this particular video, and with my video selected, I'll go to video, mask, and go to the rectangle, and I'll click on it and make adjustments how I see fit for this particular video. I'm just going to move my rectangular mask where I see fit. I think that looks good, and once we have this, I'll just move it down slightly so that I can add the rounded corners. Just add this. Let's say we go with a 40. It looks good. And if all you wanted to do was just add a talking head video without a border but with a rounded rectangle, you're done. That's it. But let's assume you want to take it a little bit further and add a border to it, which can really spice up your content. You can click on your footage, video, basic, scroll down, and then you'll see the option called canvas. Click on the drop down here and then click on color, and from the color we're going to you can scroll down to choose the different presets available here, but I'm just going to click on this color wheel here more or less to choose what color I want. So let's say we go with this blue, and that's okay. It looks good. So next up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a compound clip from this. It's a very important step. You create a compound clip right after adding the canvas color. So once I do that, I'm going to go back to video, mask, and then click on rectangle. Once I do that, you'll see that now we can mask into this particular rectangle. So now it's time to make your adjustments the way you see fit. So we'll make our adjustments. Let's keep going. It's taking shape really nicely, and I think it looks good. Now we'll need to scroll down slightly and then add the rounded corners. We go to 40. That looks good. And then I'll go back to basic. Now once you're inside basic, you can move your footage wherever you want it to be, and also change the scale like that and put it where you want it to be. Let's say somewhere about there. So let's assume you wanted to use it with like a tutorial video. I'll just drag my tutorial video here and you'll see how it looks like. It looks really good.
You need to know what.
So that's method number one. So I hope that's easy up to that point. Let's remove this. And then we go to the second method. The second method involves adding a background. So background I created in Canva, just adding a color and whatnot, and then adding our footage. Then we can just delete the unusable parts. Let's delete this. And then we can just delete it up to maybe somewhere like here. Let's say somewhere like here. Let's delete. And we'll go the same process, but we now will not use the canvas option, but we're going to select our media, go to mask, click on rectangle. And once we do that, you're going to see our background right there. So we can just make our adjustments the way we see fit. I think that looks good, although it looks kind of more squarish. That's a rectangle. And then we make adjustments to the rounded corners to about 40. More or less, even 26 looks good. And then that's it for that particular piece. We're going to go to our background, go to mask, add a rectangle, and then try to match it to what we have here. It's kind of more or less try and error at this point. Let's just adjust it, but it's looking good. We can scroll down slightly to add the rounded corners. It's taking shape, although there's some sections are slightly smaller than the others. You can press on control, and while holding control, move it to where you want it to be. I think that looks good as it is. Click back on basic. And then once we do this, we can just select both clips, create compound clip, and now we can move our compound clip to where we want it to be. Let's say somewhere like there. Looks good. Bring it up and add our tutorial video right here. And then you can just go with your narration and whatnot. So looks really, really good. But that is how you can add a rounded rectangle to a talking head video, and also a border to that particular rounded rectangle to spice up your talking head videos and your content in CapCut for Windows PC or Mac. I hope this tutorial is of value to you. Thank you so much for watching.